Good YouTube, Quinn Wade coming to you with that instant basketball analysis on Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there forever. And we're going to talk about the Toronto Raptors losing to the Minnesota Timberwolves 128-126. A three by Ingram and a shot by Quickly made it look a lot better than it actually was at the end of the game in the score. But a loss is a loss. The Raptors go to 30-22 and 14-12 at home. Minnesota go to 32-20 and 15-12 on the road. Toronto won the first quarter 35-32, in the second quarter 37-27, but they lost the third quarter 35-32, and the fourth quarter 34-22 to lose by two. Everybody in the starting lineup for the Minnesota Timberwolves scored in double figures in this game, and they all played 30 plus minutes. Julius Randle, 36 minutes, 17 points. He went 7 of 18 from the field. Took a lot of shots in this game. He had a lot of shots he felt good and comfortable with, and he was letting them go. He was letting them fly, and his teammates trusted and believed in him, but didn't shoot the ball the greatest. And this one, 1 of 4 from 3, 2 of 4 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 turnovers, 4 offensive rebounds. For him, that was all his rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and a -7 and plus minus. Jaden McDaniels had a nice dunk after a steal by his teammates. That put the game out of reach for the Raptors. He played 40 minutes, though. That was the most on the team tonight. He had 19 points, went 8 of 13 from the field, 1 of 3 from the three-point line, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He's getting good at that mid-range, and he's really good at driving and a good transition player. He really has been having some strong performances lately for the Timberwolves. He had 1 rebound, 4 assists, and 1 turnover, 2 blocks. You know he's going to give you something defensively. He also had 3 personal fouls. It was a -1 in plus minus. Rudy Gobert, he played 33 minutes. He was able to man the paint real well. He finished with a double-double, 12 rebounds, 10 points, 4 of 4 from the field, 2 of 5 from the free throw line, 2 assists, no turnovers, 1 steal, 1 block, 2 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and a +11 in plus minus. Daite DiVincenzo played 31 minutes. He had 15 points. You know he's going to fire a lot of threes. He went 5 of 9 from 3, so you can't complain. That's efficient. But he did finish 5 of 11 from the field. That's not bad. That's still good. He also had 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 turnover. His playmaking has really been very, very strong for them. They have needed that extra drive, that extra pass, and that really good, consistent three-point shooting. And he's a guy that they felt can do that for them, and it's good to see it actually playing out for them basically every game at this point now. 2 offensive rebounds, 4 personal fouls, and a +1 and plus minus. Anthony Edwards, 38 minutes, 30 points. He ended up getting the most points on the team. He was a really, really good way to win the game because he really started making a lot of big baskets throughout that fourth quarter. He went 11 of 23 from the field and 1 of 8 from 3, but he did go 7 of 10 from the free throw line. He just had them guessing and worrying what he was going to do next, and he was able to continue to hit big shot after big shot. He also had 8 rebounds and 5 assists and 2 turnovers. He did have 3 steals in the block. He had to do that because they was trailing a lot in this game, and they had to come down to be able to win it. He had 1 personal foul and a -2 and plus minus what he finished the game with. Joe Ingles, he ended up playing a couple seconds. He didn't do anything because of that, but finished as a +2 and plus minus. Nas Reed was a big reason why they was able to come back because of his three-point shooting. Mainly, he went 4 of 7 from 3, but he did finish 6 of 13 from the field, which is still good. He also went 1 of 2 from the free throw line and added 8 rebounds and 3 assists with no turnovers. Also getting a steal, 3 offensive rebounds, and he did get 4 personal fouls. That was the worst thing for his night. He finished as a +2 and plus minus. Jalen Clark, 6 minutes, 0 of 2 from the field. He missed his only 3-pointer. He also had no turnovers in the steal, no personal foul in the -1 and plus minus. Johnny Juzang, 2 minutes, 0 of 1 from the field. He ended up having 1 turnover, no personal fouls, and a +2 and plus minus. And then Bones Highland, he was a big scorer for them also, being able to drive and hit the threes. He went 4 of 7 from three, kind of forced them to make decisions of how they wanted to guard the pick and roll, and then also made them figure out what they wanted to give up and what they didn't. He was able to make enough shots to make them pay for whatever decision that they made tonight, going 8 of 12 from the field and had 20 big points off the bench. Him and Nas Reed were just huge at getting them back in the game and giving a chance for the starters to be able to win it for them. Also had 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 steals, and a block. 2 offensive rebounds and 3 personal fouls, and was a +3 and plus minus. And you look at the Raptors, Brandon Ingram, he came in getting buckets for them. He left this game getting buckets for them. He made that last shot. 35 minutes, 25 points, 10 of 22 from the field, 3 of 6 from three, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. He had 6 rebounds, 4 assists, no turnovers in the block, 1 offensive rebound, 3 personal fouls, and was a +2 and plus minus. He's just a consistent scorer, man. He knows exactly what he wants to do and how he wants to do it. And the defense just has to figure out how to make it uncomfortable and tough and make them work for it. But even then, most of the time, it's still a bucket for him at this point in his career. He's in his prime, so it makes sense why he's playing this well this season. But I would say every starter did score in double figures also for the Raptors, because RJ Barrett played 28 minutes. He had 13 points. He had to go 4 of 12 to get it. 2 of 4 from three and 3 of 5 from the free throw line. He had 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 4 turnovers, and a steal with 2 blocks. He also had 1 offensive rebound, 4 personal fouls, and was a -1 and plus minus. You have to like his defense, but his scoring could have been a whole lot better. He missed the ones that he usually makes. That's always the toughest ones when you know you need it, especially when the game is getting close and every basket just feels even tougher to make because the team that you're going against wants it as much as you do. Scotty Barnes, 37 minutes, that ended up being the most on the team. He had 22 points, did a lot of nice driving finishes, and was able to go so strong that he was able to get to the free throw line. He went 6 of 8 from the free throw line and went 8 of 11 from the field. Really, really strong shot selection from him, and just a good will to be able to get those baskets that he was able to get. He did finish with a double-double because he had 10 boards, almost had a triple-double because he had 8 assists. He also had 3 turnovers, 1 steal, 1 block, 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal fouls, and a +9 and plus minus. Colin Murray Boyles, 25 minutes, 13 points. He went 6 of 9 from the field, 1 of 2 from three. He also had 4 rebounds, 3 assists, no turnovers, 2 steals, and a block, 1 offensive rebound, 3 personal fouls, and a -14 and plus minus. But he scored mainly in the paint or close to it, and it worked. So it made sense for him to keep attacking, and he got deep position, and he also made things pop off with the defensive things he was able to accomplish tonight. And it's hard to do that, especially when the team, is desperate, especially when they're behind a lot. And it's just good that a lot of guys just wanted to play hard throughout the entire game, and that's one of the reasons why the Raptors' record is what it is because of that. But Emmanuel quickly played 34 minutes. He had 23 points. He went 8 of 12 from the field and 6 of 8 from three. He's really been on fire from three. He also went 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 5 rebounds and 8 assists. You got to run that point guard position like that. Run up and down the court, pick your spots very fast and quick. Keep the defense on a string as much as you can, but you also got to know when the shots are so good for you, you got to let it fly. And that's one thing I learned for quickly. If he sees it or it comes available, he's letting it go. And it worked a lot throughout these last couple of weeks, and it's still working. But it also opened up where you can make the pass too, because they had to pick one or the other. And he understanding that more and more now, especially because he's healthy this year. 2 turnovers, though. He also had 1 steal, 1 personal foul, was a +2 and plus minus. Sandro, 32 minutes, 14 points. He went 5 of 10 from the field, 2 of 5 from three, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He did have 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 1 block, 3 offensive rebounds, 4 personal fouls, and a 0 and plus minus. He has been a really, really good, consistent player off the bench for them, whether it's hitting perimeter shots or attacking the basket. But he also been a good at being good at getting the rebounds. Jamal Shed, 22 minutes, he had 7 points. He went 3 of 8 from the field. He went 0 of 3 from 3 and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He also had 2 rebounds and 4 assists. The 4 assists ended up being the most off the bench. He also had 2 turnovers. He had the most steals off the bench with 1. He also was tied for the most blocks with 1, showing you all the things he was trying to do and was able to do coming off that bench. And he also had 2 personal fouls and was a -1 and plus minus. Jacoby Walter, 14 minutes, 3 points, 1 of 3 from the field. He also had 1 assist and a turnover. No personal fouls and was a -3 and plus minus. Grady Dick had a nice dunk put back in this one. Other than that, he made his other shot, went 2 of 2 from the field and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. So he finished with 6 points. He also had 4 rebounds, no turnovers, 1 offensive rebound out of the 4, 2 personal fouls and was a -4 and plus minus. And then let's just talk about the comparisons. 89 field goals for the Raptors, 53% for them. 97 by the Timberwolves. They ended up shooting more field goals, but they also made it at 51%. And then 39 threes taken by the Timberwolves. They made it at 41%. 31 taken by the Raptors, 48%. 24 free throws taken by the Raptors, 71%. 25 by the Timberwolves, 56%. 41 rebounds for the Raptors, 46 for the Timberwolves. 31 assists for the Raptors, 26 for the Timberwolves. 13 turnovers for the Raptors, 10 for the Timberwolves. 6 steals for the Raptors, 8 for the Timberwolves. 7 blocks for the Raptors, 5 for the Timberwolves. 9 offensive rebounds for the Raptors, 13 for the Timberwolves. 32 defensive rebounds for the Raptors, 33 for the Timberwolves. 21 personal fouls for the Raptors, 20 for the Timberwolves. And the Timberwolves, they're a tough team to close out. They have so many guys that can make things happen defensively. They have so many guys that can get hot from 3. Anthony Edwards is a tough cover because he's going to draw a double team and get rid of the ball. That leaves somebody open. If he doesn't, he's tough to guard because he can get to the free throw line, the basket, the mid-range, or the 3. Or he's just going to come at you and collapse the defense and just kick it out to somebody that can hurt you from 3 or with the pass or with the drive. And it worked so much that the Raptors just couldn't stop them. And then the Raptors obviously started missing more shots. That gave the Timberwolves the opportunity to get back in the game. They took full advantage of it and ended up winning it. And the Raptors, you just got to be mad and you got to be disappointed in yourself that you ended up leading by as much as you did and you still found a way to crater and ended up giving away this win. It does feel that way. Like the very last couple of minutes is how you lost the game. Other than that, you just gave the Timberwolves so much fuel to the fire that they was able to get s'mores and graham crackers and marshmallows and chocolate and just have as much fun as they wanted by the campfire because you just wasn't paying attention enough. You wasn't really doing what got you there and it ended up getting away from you and you just could never figure out how to get it back going. And next thing you know, you ended up losing this one. And this is a tough pill to swallow because you should have got it done and you didn't. It happens. That's why you got to play the game. That's why you got to play all 4 quarters. That's why you got to play hard and go out there and demand the best for yourself and your teammates and the coaches. You got to make sure that your team is executing the way that it needs to be done against any team, not just the Timberwolves, who are one of the better ones, but the Raptors. This should have been a win. They should have found a way to get this one. They ended up blowing it, and the Timberwolves, they ain't caring because they got the win. They worked hard for it. They had to come through and make some tough ones and do some crazy things to get it, but it was all worth it because they won the game. Comment, like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell to get that analysis when it first come out. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace, and I'll see y'all later today, hopefully with more analysis.